Hi, my name is Tom Daigle. I'm here today to talk to you about the exciting new world of competitive shoveling. It's a craze that has been sweeping this glacier for at least a week, and there's more to come. There's lots to talk about this fascinating sport. In this 2.5 hour long video, I'm going to be telling you, giving you tips about training and equipment and technique and diet, nutrition, and of course also my own personal journey to shoveling. I started out in Utah. I moved to Utah from Hoboken, New Jersey 15 years ago, and started shoveling my walk as every Utahn does. And over time, I started out as just a casual shoveler with a garden-style shovel. And I just shoveled here and there. But over time, I began to take my shoveling a little bit more seriously, and I shovel hard, and I thought, hey, maybe I can maybe sort of do something with this. I'm getting good here. I started to do a little bit of research, and as my own shoveling prowess increased, I realized, I went on the interwebs, and I realized that this is a sport that's actually sweeping the entire nation of Europe. And there was a World Championships next year, the next year in Chamonix. And once I found out about that, I decided to devote my life to shoveling.
Go!
So we're from Utah, and we realized that Utah, even though people call it the greatest snow on earth, it's awfully light. And so Mr. Eric Bunce here, famous shovel competitor, he and I decided to come up here to Alaska, to the Pika Glacier, for sort of a training camp for shoveling, where we get a little bit denser snow and clearly a lot more of it. So let's talk a little bit about equipment. So the first thing, of course, is the shovel itself. Very close shovel. One of the most important aspects is the blade. You see the blade here. Eric shows it nicely. The international standard has become about 40 centimeters. That's what you want here. And the shovel shaft itself comes in 3 different lengths. We have the long for the longer events, the medium for the shorter duration events, and then the small one for the sprint events. This is also very light, which is very important. It's most important in the sprint events, when you need to really move a lot of snow in a very short amount of time. As with skiing, waxing of your equipment is very important. The handle here, you want more of a clister type of wax, so that you can have a nice grip. Zoom in on that there, Chad. Yep, there's the handle. The blade, you want to have kind of a nice hot wax on it, so you get nice release. See, this one hasn't been waxed for a while. It's kind of got some snow in there. You want to get absolute perfect relief on that. Release. And then on the shaft is very important. You want to have a nice glide wax on the shaft, so you can go up and down and have a nice, easy stroking motion on the shaft. As with every high-end sport, footwear is very, very important. Here today we have 2 choices. One is heavy, clunky, water-soaked leather Sorels, and here Eric is sporting the galoshes that he used in last year's Worlds to get to a podium there. Let's talk a little bit about techniques. So the first one that Eric's going to show us here today is the forward throw left. There it is, forward throw left. Now it's going to do a forward throw right. Backward throw left. Backward throw left. There it is. Yep, nicely done. Now there's a transition. Did you notice that transition there? From the right to the left. He's going right, forward throw, and now he's going to show us a right backward throw. Hey! Let's see. The next one that Eric introduced at the Helsinki Worlds in 2015 is the unique push-pull. Pull-push, actually. There it is. See, he pulls it towards him like that, and then chucks it out. You can move a remarkable amount of snow when you get down towards the end. An important stroke to use. Another important stroke, shovel stroke that Chad Bracklesberg introduced at last year's Nationals was his famous golf shovel stroke. And here it is. Ready? It's an amazing stroke. So the next event is tits deep. Competitors are poised to go. They're buried up to their tits. This is actually only an event that the Alaskans really specialize at this. And the goal is to extract oneself from the hole as fast as possible. So, Chad, you ready?
I am.
And note that he's got his shovel in the short shaft there, and he may make it longer if he feels like he needs to. On your mark, get set, go! Look at him go, folks! Look at that! Look at that! He's honed that over at least a week's worth of shoveling. Look at him go! Look at him go! How are his tits? How are his tits? They're looking good. He's going fast and furious. He's out. I'm going to demonstrate the next event, which is called the shit can sprint. You'll see why in just a second. Basically, we have a shit can buried here. We need to get it out. It's a very short event, and it's important. This is a high stress event usually. So, Chad, why don't you give me a count? You got the watch? You got the watch going?
I do.
Okay.
Marks, set, go.
Got it. Okay, I gotta get the strap on. There it is. Okay, another crowd favorite is the teams event. Here, Chad and Eric are gonna work on their tiered system, where Eric is in the bottom trying to clear the tent here, and Chad is up on the second tier, and they're gonna move it up the 8-foot wall. So, gentlemen, you ready?
Ready.
Okay. Hey, Mark, you're set, go! Look at these guys go! Look at them! It's amazing, but I really think that 2 people are moving 3 times the amount of snow. I don't know how that's possible, but look at them go. They're creating a veritable blizzard here. And time! Well done, gentlemen! Woo! Excellent. So, high-end shoveling is not without its risks. Shoveler's back is a terrible malady. Here, Eric has suffered badly. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Can I help you?
Yeah, that would be great.
Shoveling is really hard in the back, and it's important to take care of your back. You all right there, Eric?
Oh, I think so.
It's terrible. He's out of the competition here for probably the duration. Sometimes the injuries can get extreme. His back injury ended up being terminal, unfortunately. And it's good to have a sled here at the competitions to be able to haul the bodies off. Away. I'm not dead yet! Okay, so an important aspect of any extreme sport is nutrition, and shoveling is no different. So here with us today is Chad Bracklesberg, who in addition to being a top-level competitor, also happens to be a master chef. And he's going to talk to us a little bit today about shoveling nutrition.
So living out in the snow on a glacier, water's a big thing. So always having some warm liquids, especially coffee or tea in the morning, really helps prep you for the shitter sprint event. So that's really the basis for your day. After that, it really comes down to quality food like old stale Costco bagels. You know, the longer these sit around in your tent, the really better they are for you. It really makes those calories good and dense. You know, you can't go wrong with a lot of cheese. You know, we all prefer some sharp cheddar, but you know, cheese is one of the bases of your food pyramid out here. Yeah, the sausage is critical. The more the sausage you have, the better. We prefer these long, slim summer sausages are the best. You know, Tapatio, our best friend. It goes on everything from our Jello pudding to our sandwiches. But really what tops it off is the bourbon. You gotta have a good, high quality, bottom shelf bourbon for these days. And if you follow this diet, you can raise your ranks and be a member of the national team of professional shovelers.
And that is a bit of a brief introduction to the world of competitive shoveling. This popularity is skyrocketing from the 10s a decade ago to even the 20s today. And there are events springing up all over this glacier. For more information, you can visit our website called shovelingisbetterthanskiing.com, and you can go to our InstaChat at shovelingislife, hashtag shovelingislife. And we'll see you in the hole.
Hey guys, I found China!